Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to change things up a little bit and give you some insights from the tour and how it can help you with your game. So we just got done watching the RBC Classic, and congrats to CT Pan on his first win. And I want to talk about the first time I was there at Harbortown in 2008. I got paired with the North-South Amateur Champion, and he was the #1 ranked amateur at the time, so it was really exciting. And he was from Southern California, so we had a lot of mutual friends. We had good chats along the fairways and in between shots. But I remember something that happened on the 14th hole distinctively, and I wasn't having a good day, and he was 2 or 3 under for the round, and he put his arm around me, and he was 19 or 18 or 19 at the time. He put his arm around me and said, "I'm going to be out here next year, so it'd be cool if we got to play some practice rounds together." And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I would love to have that kind of confidence. And he said it with such confidence and conviction. It wasn't out of conceit or arrogance. It was just a knowing. And it wasn't a goal of his or some kind of hope. He decided that he was going to play on the PGA Tour. Fast forward a year, he went to Q school, got his tour card, and has had a pretty good career since then. And for those of you who are wondering at home, I'm here at TPC Scottsdale, and he just won here earlier this year. That's right, his name is Rickie Fowler. And ever since then, I've been a huge fan of Rickie. He has this swag about him. He has this confidence that I would love to have, and for all the young players to have that kind of confidence. I want to share with you something that he does well and see how it can help your game. So guys, what can we learn from Rickie Fowler besides everything? I mean, he does everything well. He really doesn't have much weakness. But one thing that really stands out above everything else is his putting. And I want to relate my story, his confidence, his assertiveness, to what we can learn from that today. So let's talk about a couple things that Rickie Fowler does really well that can help you with your putting. The first thing I notice is he's a very reactive putter, and I'll explain that here in a second. The second thing I notice is the overall tempo, the way he walks around the hole, the way he looks at the hole, the overall tempo of his stroke. They all match, and the pace that the ball goes into the hole kind of matches his personality. Very confident and assertive. So I want to point out those two things, and today I want to share with you some of the things he does that you can work on with your putting. So the first thing, being a reactive putter, what I mean by Rickie Fowler being reactive is he doesn't sit there just kind of tensing up and sitting there and not moving around. If you can imagine a free throw shooter in basketball, he's always bouncing the ball or twirling the ball around or doing something to keep himself loose, to keep himself feeling reactive. So he's not thinking the whole time and tensing up. And I like that about Rickie Fowler. He looks, bounces the putter around, lifts the putter up, which helps him loosen the forearms and gives him a trigger to go. The second thing he does, this is a little bit trickier for me to explain over the video, but when you see his tempo of his putt, he's not so careful in trying to get that putter going straight back and straight through. You want to have freedom in your stroke so that your putter can move freely, and it has a better chance to actually go straight back and forth if you go at a nice pace. The other thing that it's going to really help you with, the slower you go, either you're going to have a long stroke to make this ball go the same distance, or you're going to have a sudden acceleration, which I don't want you to do. So what I want you to do to practice is kind of say to yourself 1, 2. So if you can think of 1, 2, 3, 4 in music, I want you to just say to yourself 1, 2 and go at that pace. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So let's get a little more reactive in our putting. Let's get a little more assertive with our speed, and this will help you become a better putter. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the like button, and make some comments. And I want to know what you guys want to learn about. In the meantime, check out GenParkGolf.com and let me help you take your game to the next level.